always like to bring in a little bit of the good news, even though we're in an advisory right now with about 4 to 7 inches expected today in most locations. It's not going to be like last weekend where we had the fine powdery snow really adding up and accompanied with 40 mile an hour winds. This one is going to be different. Already visibility is still decent here in the Grand Rapids area. There is light snow falling out there, so it's starting to accumulate on some of the roads here across West Michigan. Here's the latest out there with Storm Track Live radar. Light snow out there, even broken quite a bit south of I-94. Where we're seeing the heaviest of the light snow presently is areas north of I-96. So you can see Newaygo County, in particular in the southwestern part of Big Rapids, right around the Stanwood area, Morley-Stanwood, and you can follow that if you're traveling north on US 31. You'll continue to see at least heavier snowfall rates. But speaking of heavier snowfall rates, the real good stuff is off to our south and west. And with an area of low pressure coming out of the Central Plains, it's going to drag this heavier amount of snow northward here across West Michigan. Tracking this area off to the west, when I think snowfall rates are going to pick up a little bit, sometime during the afternoon hours in most locations. I think that might be a little early at 11 o'clock, but I would say up to US 131, sometime during the early to mid-afternoon, we'll see peak snowfall rates with this heavier type of snow. The mix also will come up in extreme southern lower Michigan, but it looks like most areas will avoid it. Here's the latest on the visibilities. We like to check these out because it tells you how fast the snow is falling, or at least how intense it is, and it's not very. The lowest visibility right now is about just under 2 miles in Muskegon, so all the snow out there is very light. The wind speed, I really think this is key. The wind is going to remain almost under 10 miles an hour all day long. So finally, we're not going to have to worry about that blowing and drifting snow that has been a concern for nearly 2 weeks now. Temperatures at 22 degrees in Grand Rapids, certainly colder to the north. The clouds have been thinner up towards Big Rapids for much of the night, so they're able to cool down in the single digits, and current wind chill a little bit cooler than the actual temperatures, but compared to the week we just came off of, these are quite endurable. Futurecast will begin right around 8 o'clock this morning. We'll put it into motion for you, and watch how the shades of blue get a little deeper as we head into the afternoon hour. We'll stop it at 3 o'clock, and you see a nice solid deep shade of blue. I think this is probably when we're going to see our peak snowfall rates, maybe in an inch an hour. A little bit of a mix of Battle Creek over to Kalamazoo, south towards Sturgis and Coldwater. Mix being a sleet. I don't think we're going to see much in the way of freezing rain, and that's going to shift very quickly off to the south and east. By 11 o'clock, you can see into the Grand Rapids area, the snow essentially coming to an end. Clearing skies, we head towards daybreak, just cold enough that we could generate a couple light lake effect flurries, but overall, tomorrow looks very good for digging out whatever snow we received today. Plus good traveling, all the plows that are out there. I'm sure your destination for your big party plans for Super Bowl. And then Monday, probably the nicest day in the 8-day forecast, but after that, another storm system rears its head, and that's going to move in, it looks like Tuesday night and Wednesday next week. Right now, conservatively, we're looking at about 3 to 6 inches with that one. So,
but the silver lining is the winds, at least for this one, are going to be down. I mean, that is a huge
nowhere
bonus.
nasty as last weekend.
All right, thanks, Matt. Well, the Griffin